Oh, sorry. You want one?
Why?
So you don't get crushed. Twist of fate, though. I sat on my sunglasses in the car and broke them. Life, right?
The suit. You've been wearing it around all day, and the only thing you've said about it is that you have something to take care of after work.
Aha! Well, laundry. I have to do laundry. Did I not say that?
So you wore a tuxedo?
Yeah, it's laundry day. What am I gonna do? Wear my worst clothes?
I hate to admit it, but you kind of got a Bond thing going on right now.
Yeah, I see it. Reckless, impulsive, accidental blower-up of things.
Give me all your jewels, money pussy.
And there it goes.
Fine, I don't care. Bond's a hole. An asshole.
See, I can't tell when you're just trying to make me mad anymore.
It's probably the worst mistake any secret intelligence agency's ever made.
No. No! Again, I have to be the only one who defends an altruistic, crime-fighting hero?
In License to Kill, he sets a guy on fire.
Michael, don't do this. You're wearing a tuxedo. Don't spoil it.
You ever notice how James Bond can never just kill a guy? He's also got to blow up 5 boats, or crash a helicopter into a building, or destroy half the city. He just jaunts around to exotic locales and shoots some of their police or scientists, destroys some of their national monuments, and then bolts, doing a great job of reminding everyone that MI6, a secret organization, both exists and should be hated. Name one time he's ever just quietly done his job like a professional.
Who cares how much damage he's doing? He's stopping worldwide crises constantly. In the Bond world, he's doing far more good than harm. I mean, you have to look at this objectively.
Objectively, he's a drunk whose job is to fire weapons in crowded areas and operate a ton of different vehicles, most of which he's never even seen before. I have to wonder how much better he'd be at his job if he wasn't constantly boozing it up and sleeping with enemy women.
For information.
Like 50% of the time, he bones just as many ladies recreationally, and then he gets all kind of compromised trying to protect them.
If you tallied up the bill for how much destruction he does and the weapons technology that goes into making all of his gadgets, you really have to think, is it worth it stopping all of these villains? We would have saved a whole lot more money if we would have just gave Blofeld what he demanded. And then England would have had enough left over for a hey, nobody died party.
Okay, great. Why don't we just start feeding wild animals from car windows from now on?
That sounds fun.
No, we're not. It's the same reason we don't negotiate with terrorists. You're just encouraging bad behavior and incentivizing assholes to hit you up for more every single time. If MI6 started paying the millions of dollars that these villains ask for, then they'd be letting bad guys control the entire economy of England, essentially turning the invisible hand of the market into a fist.
Is he implying that all animals are evil, the wild ones, or that all fists are...
I don't know. I refuse to follow metaphors.
Most of the bad guys aren't even doing it for money in the first place. They are doing it for the power. We're talking about people who would destroy all the crops and livestock on the planet, or blow up entire countries, or like nuke the entire Earth and restart civilization under the sea. That one never made a lot of sense. But the point is, these are supervillains, and Bond succeeds at stopping them every goddamn time. Michael, what the hell did you do to your suit?
It's my laundry day suit. It wouldn't make a lot of sense if I put it in the laundry, would it?
Gross.
But Bond doesn't succeed every goddamn time. There's a theory that the reason the actors keep changing is because James Bond is a code name like Jason Bourne. So every time one James Bond retires or gets killed, a new one just comes in and takes his place.
Daniel Craig Bond even says they have a short shelf life.
Ooh, that would explain why the reboots take place now instead of in the 60s.
Yeah, and George Lazenby's Bond even says, "That never would have happened to the other fella." He's clearly talking about Connery.
You've been sitting on that Lazenby this entire time?
Who knows how many missions we don't see? I mean, how many Bonds are killed because they're hungover during a shootout or because they decide to fly a blimp while smoking a cigarette? Between every successful mission, there could be a whole pile of Bond bodies.
Although, it makes you wonder why MI6 keeps hiring guys like this in the first place.
Okay.
Maybe because that's exactly the type of guy that they want. MI6 needs someone who's just self-destructive enough to throw themselves into an astounding amount of danger.
Maybe. But the
Riggs from Lethal Weapon would make an awesome James Bond.
Right. Bonds drink and womanize and drive cars upside down on frozen lakes and crash boats into weddings because they know they've got the lifespan of a mayfly. And MI6 tolerates it because they know that that's exactly the kind of loose cannon that you booze up and toss into your enemy base with a bunch of weapons like a drunken man grenade.
And Moneypenny. The only woman who won't have sex with James Bond because she already knows exactly how this is gonna play out. Aw, it makes all the scenes where they flirt so much sadder now.
It's the most thankless job in the world. The Bonds don't do it for the renown. They do it to save the world for everyone else and then just disappear into obscurity or into an unmarked grave. There's no names, no glory, just f***ing.
Just f***ing.
It's impossible that they're all different Bonds because the George Lazenby Bond gets married and on Her Majesty's Secret Service. And at the end of that movie, his wife dies. And then 2 movies later, it's the Roger Moore Bond. And he's mourning her at her grave, which clearly says Tracy Bond. And then the villain who killed her gets killed by the Roger Moore Bond by dropping him to a smokestack with a helicopter because they're all exactly the same martini-drinking, ass-kicking, world-saving, PP9-packing Bond.
All right.
Okay, but the idea that James Bond is a code name makes a whole lot more sense than the other way around. I mean, if we're choosing between glaring plot holes, at least this one explains why there's some new asshole in the same suit making the same bad decisions.
Same asshole, every single time, one asshole.
Okay, well, if he's the same guy, then you're undoing your own argument. And if that's the case, then he's just an immortal prick who hits women and quite honestly sucks at diplomatic relations. He's a hero. We're agreeing with you.
But you got there without me.
Totally misread that. So this, I don't know where to go from here.
Hey, that reminds me. Check out what I found in my coat pocket.
Michael, is that a gun?
What do you mean, that reminds me?
Is that loaded?
Don't worry, it's off. Not up!
I just wanted to clear some things up for you guys. A lot of you get me confused with Katie Willard. Lovely girl, beautiful, but we are really nothing alike. I mean, sure, we both have brown hair, but that's it. I mean, she's got the well, we both have glasses, but hers are a different shape. Well, we do have the same birthday, but we're nothing alike, okay? Get over it, guys. Get over it. God. Just click subscribe.